This show is created in the course of the Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed Creators Program powered by Gameloft. One loves to spend time on this game. The other tries to play it free to play but fails when their favourites are staring at them in the face. Together, there are no signs of intelligent life on board, but with both having played this game since launch, the one thing we are sure of is that you will be entertained. This is the Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed edition of the Escape Pod Cast, a service of the Escape Pod Castaways, a weekly look at the mobile game Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed from Gameloft, live from the network studios of Castaway Central. Here are your hosts, the Llama and Paul Anthony.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed edition of the Escape Pod Cast. I am your host, Paul Anthony, and I can't do this alone. I am joined every single week by the incomparable, the aquatic siren of the Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed game. Her name, she is my not-so-hetero life partner, is Sam, also known as the Llama. How you doing, Llama?
I am wonderful, Paul. You know, I love your introductions every week. They're such a confidence boost. They make me feel good about myself.
Well, as I mentioned in the chat, I live this life like, what if there is no tomorrow? Let's boost the confidence of people today. So,
well, mission accomplished.
There we go. All right. So the title of this episode, for those that didn't see it, was Llama Gets Spacey. How spacey have you gotten?
Pretty darn spacey.
Okay. Well, if this is your first show, you're considering this game, let's explain what's going on. Down below, down there, you see the space figures. You see Commander Cold in front, Deborah and Gromwell. You see Kelvin and Reed. You see Locust. You don't see Quincy or Blacktron Dwayne in back, because it's kind of funny because Llama's head kind of fits where Blacktron Dwayne is. Now you gotta go the other way. Go the other way. There you go. There you go. So she is the new Bricko. The face reveal of Bricko. We knew it. We absolutely knew it. But they released a new Blacktron character. They powered up the space faction as a whole. But it's a lot of fun. And they released a Brick Pace event alongside this, to where if you didn't have Blacktron Dwayne, you could get him. Mm-hmm. And you could get him quickly.
Very quickly.
If you did, you then in turn are going after Blacktron Quincy. And you can get him kind of quickly.
Pretty quickly.
Pretty quickly.
I've been averaging a 50% drop rate.
So the drop rates have increased, you're saying?
For this event, for Quincy, as I've been farming Quincy, I have been getting a 50% drop rate.
Okay.
Average.
I wish I would have known that, because I've been spending my event energy because of the crap drop rates in the past. I have been spending my event energy in just to get the event currency so I could get farm him like we did with Yeti, like we did with Scarlet,
Yep. Yeah, and here's why. So if you go into the event and you look at the drop rate on the node, in events prior, it said you got a chance for 1 tile. Now you have a chance of 1+ tiles. So I think that they adjusted it from, because you can get up to 3 tiles from 1 sim. Before, you could only get up to 1 tile from a sim.
Okay, well then I guess I will have to try. Well, in the time that's remaining to get
There's
Quincy
still a lot of time.
via that. Boulder Doobie's Bodie says that that he's geeking out that he's in the same guild as me. Yeah, but sadly not the same guild as Llama. And Wardy even commented in the comments section of last week's episode that you could have at least said goodbye.
I'm still in the chat. I've talked in the chat to Wardy multiple times. Like, I'm still there and I'm still involved. I just am in a guild with accounts that are similar to my size now. It's okay.
I think maybe that we should do the same thing with Star Wars. You could have at least brought me along. Come on.
Put me in a guild where with people in my size. I'm at like 4.6 million now. I'm a big girl in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, so I belong in Yavin now. Not when I first joined, but now I do. But anyway, so yes, I am fully embracing this space faction. And you want to know how I can prove that I'm fully embracing the space faction?
Okay.
I took Major Kartovsky to 7 stars today.
Wait. You started this event with how much, Major Kartovsky?
I think I was like 45 tiles.
45 tiles out of the 440.
Yeah.
And you just took him to 7 stars.
I did.
So you took a character that's in the Master Tile Shop.
Yep.
To 7 stars, and now you can get Master Tiles when you get that Master Tile Shop tiles.
But I would never spend Master Tiles on tiles for Kartovsky because the conversion rate does not. I could if I wanted to, but the conversion rate is awful. But yeah, so I purchased him from the store. From the event store.
How long?
My event currency.
So it's been less than a week.
Yeah. I went right out the gate. All Kartovsky, all the time.
All Kartovsky, all the time, right here on the Escape Podcast.
Yes.
Okay, so what's next?
Next, I will be moving on to... No. Well, maybe. Neil's comment. I stink like cheese.
Thanks
is a new follower. Thank you. So I will be moving on to using my event currency on the Alpha Centauri set.
All right.
I'll use my currency on the Alpha Centauri set, and will continue to farm to do 3 refreshes on Quincy's node. So I've got him. I have enough tiles to take him to 4 stars at the moment.
That is awesome. That is really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Where's your Quincy sitting at then?
So my Quincy is sitting at it's like 52 out of 50. So I'm enough to take him to 4 stars. He's sitting at gear 5 or gear 6 -1. I'll say gear 5 +5, and working on his abilities.
Have you already bought every single energy pack?
Nope.
What energy packs have you gone after?
I went straight for the biggest ones because while they are the most expensive, they will get you the most energy. And the amount of energy per, like, the value goes down as the packs get cheaper and less expensive.
Gotcha. So, Cheese, the giveaway will be announced at the end when Bricksbird himself will be on the show. So it's going to be a little bit. If you have to go to bed soon, don't worry. You'll have 48 hours to contact Bricksbird, and you'll be able to get the set if you are chosen. So, for those who don't know, we are giving away a set. If you're watching and you are not following this channel, if you're not following Bricksbird or Brickdown, then you need to be doing that publicly on YouTube. youtube.com/c/Bricksbird or /c/Brickdown. Subscribe to them on YouTube or just follow us here. There is a chance, each one is a raffle ticket, if you will, to get the Bespin Duel set. And we are excited to say that we did get them to the magic number where they now have a personalized name.
They do. Yes, that was very exciting. I was very happy for them when I saw that.
Yes. So stick around for an interview with Bricksbird. Oh, and do you want to tell them what he's doing currently, like literally as we're on the air?
Oh, yeah. So for those of you who don't know Bricksbird, he, like Paul said, is one half of the Brickdown podcast, but he also owns a Bricklink store. So for those of you who are not AFOLs like Paul and I, Bricklink is a website where you can purchase Lego pieces and parts and minifigures and parted out sets and things like that. Bricksbird owns and runs a Bricklink store, and he's running a sale on all of his Lego merch for the duration of the show.
Yep, and it's easy to get to. It is simply bricksbird.com.
Yep.
And he does have, oh man, I wish, maybe you could just send me one. That Tenet's Gritty, I don't even know how to say it.
Tenzin Gritty or whatever.
We can't even say it, but it's a cool magnetic sculpture.
Tensegrity. It's not magnetic. There are no magnets.
There aren't. Still, nonetheless, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I want one.
They're cool.
All right. Thank you, Wooly, for the follow. Appreciate you. You are Padawan number 688.
Ooh, so
and
close.
Cheese was 687. We are 12 away from 700 ourselves. That is amazing.
So cool.
All right. So back to the space stuff. You know, I'm still struggling because I didn't know that I didn't pay attention. I didn't pay attention that Quincy is literally being given away on that node.
Yeah, I have yet to get a 0.
But that's on a full sim.
On a max sim.
A max sim.
Yep.
Which we still don't have the button for.
No. But yeah, so his node no longer says 1, it says 1+, and the Alpha Centauri set says the same.
So you very well, can you beat that node, or have you beaten that node?
I did just beat the node right before we went in.
Did you beat the node gold?
Yes.
Okay, so you're now going to be going crazy for the Alpha Centauri set.
So I think my main focus will still be Quincy, but I will probably I'll do a full sim of the Alpha Centauri every day, and then whatever event currency I get will go straight into purchasing the Alpha Centauri tiles.
All right then. I definitely need to get my butt in gear, but as you said, there is still time to get this.
Yeah, this is a long running event.
We do have a small problem, if you will, in the game. And it's the same problem that we had for the Ghostbusters event, though. But I didn't realize how off that it was, though.
Until we took a closer look, yeah.
Yeah. Mamau Nadan. Thank you very much for the follow. All right. So, I'm going to pull it up here. They once again, inside the shop, have under, is it bundles? Yeah, it's under bundles. They have 2 gear packs for Blacktron Dwayne and for Quincy. You know, Gameloft, deal with the backlash of lowering the price of this. You know, do something nice for the people that have paid a little bit more, but this needs to come down. Because I looked in the info for this, And I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically, it's 6 across. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 30 pieces. 30 pieces divided by 6 slots of gear.
That's 5.
That only takes it to gear 5.
But wait a minute, didn't the Ghostbusters one take it to 6?
I see. I didn't look at the internals of it.
I'm pretty sure the info on that one said take it up to gear 6.
I cannot vouch for it. I don't know. I don't really know. But the problem is that they're $100. With the implementation of Gear 7 in this very update, it really, really is strange how they can justify the same price when it was Gear 6 was the max to only take a character through Gear 5.
Yeah.
Now,
because now
wait a minute, I
you're
could be
still...
wrong. They start at Gear 1, right? They start at Gear 1. So you fill it once, 2. Okay, so it actually does take it to 6.
Okay.
So
But
I was
still,
wrong.
that's still one gear level irrelevant.
It seems to be it's almost as bad as the mod packs.
Yeah.
But I'm not this is my only gripe with the game. I mean, we talked just recently about the Clockwork Robot packs in the last episode, how those are amazing. The big Clockwork Robot pack, buy it, you get at least 25 shards. It's worth it to go there.
Yep.
We talked about the great thing that was the booster pass.
Oh, the booster pass is great. I have it. I love it.
And now we've actually purchased it nonetheless as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we've purchased the booster pass. We've purchased, we recommend a crystal spend or gem spend, whatever it is. We recommend spending that currency on that, and that's even free to play. You don't have to whale to get crystals. You do have to spend actual money to get the booster pass, though, but it's a very, very good deal.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But these packs are way, way too high. The price of rent is too damn high, as the old meme went. I think there was a guy that was running for mayor in New York.
Something like that, yeah.
So, let's look at the bundles that are currently there. Let's, the Blacktron Quincy pack of tiles, the Blacktron Dwayne pack of tiles. It's only $10 for 30 of Dwayne, but it's $15 for 15 of Quincy.
Yeah, I would say flat out, don't buy that, because the drop rate in the event is good enough that you don't need to buy that.
Clockwork
$1
Robot
per tile is crap.
Clockwork Robot for $30 takes him to Gear 3. And 75 tiles.
And 75 tiles. That one is better.
Darn good. The energy packs. How many of the Blacktron energy packs have you already purchased? All 5?
Yeah, and then one of the next level down.
Okay, so you're working your way down as you go?
Yes, because like I said, you get more bang for your buck if you start at the higher levels.
That is very true. Of course, we see the Blacktron, the gear packs, which we just covered. The set ability materials are back?
Yeah, have not touched those.
Have not touched those. You did touch it last time.
I did. I probably should, but I have not.
Yeah, you probably will need that for the Alpha Centauri. Ooh, I have a 4-hour goodie bag. Let's see who I got. I got Kai. Cool.
Kai. He's next on my list to farm.
But I'm just verifying. Yeah, it is 25 tiles for 2,000 gems.
A minimum,
2,000 gems equals at least 25 tiles, but if you buy the smaller robot pack, it's only 10. So remember what I say about buying packs and spending crystals on packs. Always think you're going to get the worst and enjoy when you get better.
Yep.
If you're going to do anything for Clockwork Robot, definitely do that. Then they got the premium bags. I pulled 25 shards of Hot Dog Man out of my premium pack today.
Solid.
But you, I don't know if it's been since last time.
It has not. I haven't gotten a single one since I last updated you.
But you pulled Deborah twice.
Twice, and now I have her unlocked.
So you spent some of your event tokens on that as well, just to get her unlocked?
No, she's not in the store.
Oh, she's not in the store.
No, she's not.
So out of the premium bags themselves,
yeah, just buy packs.
You've unlocked Deborah. That's nice.
Yeah, and that was intentional because she's literally gonna be in the next release as a prize for the raid.
Yeah. So, from what we understand, it makes it easier to get here. We do know that Jens is also coming to the raid. So, I think for the lesser guilds that you now snub your nose upon, we are going for Deborah. But then you'll be going for Jens, and you'll be able to tell me how awesome a little black classic space is.
We'll see. We don't really have any idea of the difficulty. I mean, it's very possible that they're putting raids into this game, and they're doing it with the mindset of not everybody's going to be able to complete it right now, and that's okay. Which is why there might be which is why I'm thinking that there's two different difficulties and two different prizes, because they want us to have something right away and then have something to work on for later on.
Yeah, Boulder Doobies is about to cross 1 million total awesomeness himself.
Nice.
And asks about the ATP for Deborah.
The what?
Which stat are we talking about, Boulder?
I can bring her up.
She'll gladly look it up here. And yeah. Oh, astonishing trash pandas for Deborah. Yes, yes. I'm sorry, you are correct. Our guild, the astonishing imperial trash pandas.
Yeah, so she's sitting at 3 stars, just chilling.
But nonetheless, you've got her unlocked. You could start gearing up all that stuff. So,
oh yeah, she's already gear 6.
While I'm here, I just hit the max on the pack. Let's go ahead and loot. Okay, I got skunked on the first one. I'm gonna max loot, so this is 3 more attempts on Quincy. Nothing.
You got nothing?
3 attempts on Quincy. And absolutely nothing. I've got a week to get him.
You'll be able to get him unlocked, I think.
I hope I at least get him unlocked. I mean, where would I be able to claim space for myself, you know? I need to see where I'm at with him, though. Go into the store, event store. Yeah, I'll get him unlocked. I'll definitely have him unlocked. Yeah. Boulder says that he may be crazy, but he feels that Lego drop rates are better when doing one sim at a time. If I got that special reboot, which I already got for the day,
yep,
then I would do it and see one at a time to see if I got the thing. But yeah. Anyway, we have been we've been rambling. Was there anything else on this on the plate today that you wanted to get into before we throw it a break?
No, I'm just very excited about the progress of my space team and how the drop rates are going and all of that fun stuff.
Yeah. So, guys, this has been a great update. We really, really are looking forward to what's to come. The stuff on the horizon is going to be amazing in this game. This game is picking up. If you thought it was slow at first, and you've gone away, maybe come back, see if you enjoy yourself again. This is going to be a great time. Coming up after this break, we are going to sit down with Bricksbird of the Brickdown. He's going to talk to us about his account, about his store, about pretty much about everything that's going on in the world of Lego and Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed from his perspective. And then at the end, we give away the Bespin Dual Star Wars set, free to one of the followers or one of the subscribers of our shows. And that's just for being you and being awesome. Right after these messages, right here on the Escape Pod cast.
Have you been interested in getting items 3D printed but haven't wanted to buy one of those expensive printers? Are you looking for a literally one-of-a-kind tech gift gadget? Evil Genius 3D Printing and Gadgets is your one-stop shop for both of those items. Nerd-owned and Escape Pod approved, put Lenny the Evil Genius to work for you. If you can dream it, he could possibly make it. Contact Lenny at evilgenius3dprinting@gmail.com for more information. That's evilgenius3dprinting@gmail.com. Get something unique in your hands.
Hey there, Padawans. Lego Llama here. I interrupt this regularly scheduled break to give you a quick vocab lesson. First, I must let you know that Paul, the Zed, and the Llama are big AFFLs. That stands for Adult Fan of Lego, by the way. And we, along with Neil, are playing Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed. Not only are they playing it, but Neil and Paul have been releasing a Lego Legacy version of the Escape Pod cast every week on their YouTube channel. Visit the channel for more information. Neil knew it. He is surrounded by AFFLs. See you on the web.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second segment of the Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed Escape Podcast. We are joined. Do you want to do this intro, or do you want me to?
No, you can. I was just pointing.
Oh, okay. We are absolutely honored to have on our show. We were on their show no less than 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, less than 2 weeks.
And we announced the Bespin set giveaway that we're going to be doing at the end of this segment. And if you know you're watching live in about 22 minutes, we will send him over our list of followers. So you have 20 minutes now left to follow there. Follow Bricksbird and Brickdown on YouTube, or subscribe to them on YouTube, which is the free one, or the free follow here. We'll mix it all in, hit random. We'll let him explain it, but he is a very good friend of the show. He is he's my plastic crack supplier when it comes to little parts.
Okay. Oh boy.
And he also supplies Llama with some awesome motors.
Hey, you got that motor, right?
I did get the motor. I'm so excited. I haven't played with it yet, but I'm so stoked.
You got to get battery.
Welcome, Bricksbird, to the Escape Podcast. Hello, Brick.
Hello. How are you? Hello, Escape Podcast guys. You guys have a very, very good chance of winning this giveaway because there's more of you than there is on any of the other two ways to enter the giveaway. So congratulations. It's going to be fun.
And We call our followers the Padawans.
The Padawans.
Padawans. Shout out.
So let's start out by getting to know you.
Sure.
You know, explain all of those little drawers behind you. Just the Reader's Digest version.
The ones that I'm going to sneak into your house and steal. Now that I know you live.
Hey, don't give anybody ideas. Don't give anybody ideas. That's a P.O. box, by the way. That's the business.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Anyway, so I got into Lego again. When I was a kid, my parents never got me Lego. I was one of 3 and the youngest, so I had to battle my own way through life, and never had Lego. If it was Lego, it would be hand-me-down. I didn't probably appreciate it anyway. And as I got older and had a son, it ended up permeating back into my life. You know, all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas and wishes and all that nonsense. I wanted to be able to provide that for my son. So I go to a Lego store. You know, you go to any mall in America, you go anywhere, you see Lego. Everybody knows what Lego is. And we went into a mall. We went in, and it's just an impressive scene. You know, if you haven't been to a Lego store in a long time, or as of the recent times or anything like that, when you go in, you're like, wow, there's a lot going on here. So got him a set. I had all the parts all over the place. They were all over my house. You know, you've seen the memes, you step on it and it's crazy, all that stuff, but it was just all over the place. And I was trying to think one night, I'm like, how do I organize? Because I know, like, there's got to be people that have this thing figured out. They've got little situations and how to organize. And it brought me to Bricklink. And I've never heard of Bricklink, nothing ever of the sort. So then I started looking up sets from years past, like, that I knew, and I'm like, holy cow, there is an incredible thing going on here. And this, well, actually, one quick thing before I go with the rest of the story. Shout out to Dan. He's the gentleman that actually created Bricklink, and today is his 10-year mark of his death. So this was a guy, he produced this thing in his laptop, you know, early technologies. You know, this is like 1999. It used to be called BrickBay, and they got a cease and desist from eBay because of obvious reasons. eBay is obviously larger, and they're like, what are you doing? You're trying to take our stuff. So it's really just a coincidence. I mean, it's 10 years of his passing today. So when you go on Bricklink yourself, you'll know. I mean, it looks like old technology. There's been a history. There's been a buying and a different CEO and all sorts of stuff. But what you have there is you have a community of people that have a very similar interest, but there's so many segments of the interest. And that's what I started to relate to once I started going down the rabbit hole. Oh, Legos for kids, Duplos for babies. I mean, my kid never had Duplo. We just went straight with the Lego because I wanted to give him something tangible that when we're hanging out and playing, and he wasn't even talking. Well, I mean, he was talking, he was walking. I mean, it was very early, but obviously don't put that stuff in your mouth. He was still in the stage of possibly putting things in his mouth, but we're just there with him.
It's supervised fun, supervised fun.
And this whole thing, it just turned into this entire thing where I wanted to get myself involved. I wanted to learn. And that's really what this whole thing was. This was a very broad learning experience. You know, I'm learning 10 years of stuff that people, you know, you find them all over the place. It's like, wow, there's guys, trains. When I talk about segments, there's so many different segments. And I started getting into modulars. You know, like the greengrocer, and I started getting into like the history stuff. And then I started getting into, okay, there's a new modular every year, January 1st. So I started picking those up, and the majority of those, I don't even build them. I don't have the desire to have a city right now, but when my child gets older, I'd like to be able to do it together with sets that you just can't find. And I've just been packing them up, stacking them up. And that led me to the entire thing. Like, I'm a huge Lego nerd, and it's because there's a rich history. I want to be able to provide something for my son and my family, and I want to be able to communicate with the entire community as a whole, just the same way that a lot of people have been. You know, it's the same way that I had no desire to have a podcast or anything like that. Vintage hit me up. He's like, hey, you know, you want to try something? And this was early on. I'm like, all right, let's do it. You know, he has all the technical capabilities, and we could chit chat about whatever we want. It was very interesting. And that's, and basically that's what brought us here. The Bricklink thing, I never marketed. It's its own marketing. It's got its own space. It's just, it's a wild, wild, wild situation. And when you get into it and you start kind of learning about Lego and the different segments, it's not like a one-dimensional thing that you would normally think of. Like, okay, Lego, toy, you go to the toy aisle, this. There's so many different components to it. You know, that's what got me.
What is the best value set that you know, for people that want to kind of start collecting in order to be, you know, if they're followers or they like the Lego movie, to become master builders where they're building with anything and everything? What is the best value for them to buy that you know of that's on the market right now? Well,
look, we talk about segments, right? A lot of people, their first set was like a Star Wars battle pack. And that's like you get droids, it's like this. Oh boy. Hang on a second. So it's like this. It's basically you have a bunch of minifigures and a lot of kids, and this is affordable. When you're in the toy aisle with a kid, 7-year-old or whatever, and you've seen Star Wars and you might be a Star Wars fan yourself, and you're looking at something in Target and it's like that, that's a good place to start. That's obviously minifigures, but when it comes down to like, how do you become a master builder? It's just the same thing as everything else. You have to put your hands on it. It's the same thing that I'm trying to do with this. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, when I'm talking to you guys, and it's just mind blowing to me. And it's not like I'm some sort of old fart. Like, I get it. You know, you connect to Wi-Fi, you do a lot of things, but when it comes down to I've never really went down the rabbit hole of trying to figure this out. It's just, you have to put your hands on it. And there's so much Lego. Like I said, when I talk about segments, you can go onto your Facebook Marketplace, anything of that nature, and you can just look up Lego, used Lego, sit on that for like 2 or 3 days, do whatever you want, you know, check it out. You like it, you don't like it, whatever. And that's what it all is. You know, that's, you got to put your hands on it. I can't build anything from my own imagination because I really haven't put my hands on it a lot. A lot of this for me is just to be able to provide something for my kid and and just throughout longevity. Just recently, we just got, hang on, I'll show you what we're getting.
We've distracted Bricksbird.
Just recently, we got into this, which is the Spike Prime. This thing is incredible. So, you know, my kid's going to school, his first experience with school, and it's all on virtual, and it's boring for kids, right? So I got to try to spice it up when he has breaks. So we're going to build robots, and that's what we've been doing. And there's going to be another thing. And this is why Llama, when I wanted to, you know, I told you I was getting into this stuff.
Yeah.
I had an extra because I just, you know, when I get something, I'm going to get a couple of them. You know what I mean? That's what it's been for me. You know, one for maybe right now, one for maybe the store, one for later on. I've got a vault. You know, it's not a vault, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I've got a thing where I just, it's for later, you know?
You did inspire me, by the way. When we talked last Monday, you told me about the Star Wars Advent calendar that you could get for cheaper at Walmart.
Yeah.
It's sitting in my sitting inside my inside the dining room right now, waiting for December.
That's awesome. Vintage ended up buying it on the day that it released on the site, and he paid $10 more. So shout out to you for listening to me. You know, dude, I find just because I'm in it, like I said, there's so many segments. I'm in the segment of like the hunt. I'm in the segment of all these things too. So it's like, I see things that people don't, they have better things to do than to like, you know what I mean? Like stay up on top of these things.
Yeah. I never would have found out the Walmart thing if it hadn't been for you, just because I'm not looking at it.
Awesome. I'm glad I could do that for you.
Yeah.
So right now you're doing something special on Bricksbird.com during this show. Do you want to tell people about that just tuned in for this? Our viewers have gone up a little bit. You're doing something special on your store site. Hopefully
Yes.
you'll do it a little bit longer, so afterward I can get in there because I'm kind of hosting a show right now.
So let's do that. I'll do it until tomorrow morning.
Okay, but
I've
what are
got
you
all
doing?
the orders cleared out for the day. Everything's done. We're clear. We're running on a clear deck. So everything's on sale. Basically, I put parts in minifigures on 7%. That's a relatable number. When you research parts and stuff like that, it's like 10 cents, 13 cents, whatever it is. If you want to build something, you want to, I'm going to try to start, like I said, I started this YouTube thing, not really for anything more than to try to express like knowledge and value to people that might be interested. Quite honestly, it's got nothing to do with anything other than that, and also learning the whole technology and stuff behind it. But yeah, parts are on sale, 7%, minifigures, all of them. I wasn't picking and choosing here. I just went through the whole thing, 7%. And then the tensegrity, which I've sold quite a lot of. I mean, I went to give you a little background. There was a guy in Texas that I have conversations with, and he was like, "Oh, you're going to make a bunch of them?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to just get a bunch of them." And he said, "All right, I'll go halvesies with you." So basically, he ended up buying right off of me right from the start. I built a bunch of them. He ended up buying like 30% of them from me because he's a teacher, and he wanted to be able to show them to his kids because it's just a crazy thing. And it's not my design by any means. This is, again, the community that is, it's just extremely fascinating. So the tensegrity thing, I don't know, where is it? I don't know where it is. So basically,
I'll grab a picture real quick while you explain.
I might have one. I might have it somewhere. I have two of them. Give me a sec.
Because actually, I'll tell you this, Bricks. Once we get off the air, I am going to get that.
Yeah, same.
Well,
so I hope you have two.
The big reveal. This thing is actually I put it on 25%, so it's to real numbers. Basically, if you're in the United States, the shipping is going to be about $375. It's all based on weight. That's how everything's all kind of set up.
So I've got the image up to the right of us. Okay, you're bringing it down. But this has no magnets in it.
No magnets. So basically, it's like this. You can actually put. I'll take a brick separator. You can put this brick separator on top of it. Oh, hang on. You can get a minifigure, put it on top of it. It's stable right there. I'll throw it on a Master Wu just because I know we're talking about Lego Legacy. So it's basically done on tension. So it's these chains, and it appears as it's floating, and it's Lego parts. You know what I mean? Like it's straight up Lego parts. This thing is insane.
And there have been some really cool, like, you can go down a rabbit hole in general looking at themes of these. Like, people have done 100%. All kinds of different, like, crazy themes. Like, I saw, like, a Back to the Future one where, like, the DeLorean was floating, and, like, it was so cool.
Yeah, there was, for some reason, in some way, there was a stream of them running around, YouTube. I don't know if it hit Instagram or something like that. And then the Lego community is like, all right, I'm going to build a Back to the Future one. I'm going to build one a castle with upside down this, and Lord of the Rings, and dragon this with the dragon that. And it's just so sick, because before I saw it, I never even heard of tensegrity. I had to Wikipedia search. I mean, you guys were saying it before, and we're gumming up the word because you have to say it a bunch, but it's wild. The whole thing is wild. And for
I'm gonna try it. Tensegrity.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
For somebody that just, they're not super into it or whatever, but they can understand like physics. Like, it's good for everybody. It's good for kids. Like, my kid actually built this one, and it teaches it's connecting these things in your brain. It's a wild thing. The whole scene is, I'm blessed.
I do have to let people know right now, if you're watching this live, you have 5 minutes. 5 minutes to follow the channel before I send the list over to Bricksbird. Then he will gather his YouTube links, his YouTube follower list, public lists. You have to be following publicly. Search Google if you need to figure out how to do that. You have 5 minutes before we send the list over to Bricks for this.
Well,
now let's talk. Go ahead.
I did not know that I would be controlling the spreadsheet. I would rather send my list to you and you
Okay.
put it. Because I would rather you guys do the draw on random, and we'll come up with a way on how to do it. Because it can't
I
be
can
like
do
the
it.
first push. We should do first, second, and then the third push. You know what I mean? That's what I think. That's what I've seen
what
before.
I do anyway.
Okay, perfect.
That's absolutely what I do anyway. We're on the same page.
Yeah, you know, you're better at this than I am. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna be a mess.
Okay, so I'm currently I'm gonna set up the sheet right now. I'm gonna get that started. Yeah. I'll take mine in 5. So go ahead and send me yours while you're telling us. Tell us about your account and if you're free to play or whatnot with Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed.
Okay, so I got in day 1. I actually got in through the Lego community on this game. It ended up being in some sort of a Lego blog or something like that. And I got in on first day global. By nature, I'm moderately competitive when it comes to video games. This is why I can't play video games. Like, quite honestly, like my last video game system was a PlayStation 3, and I wasn't connected to the internet or anything like that with the headphones or anything like that. But I have a feeling if I was to get into something like that, it would be a mess for me personally. You know what I mean? So I was very competitive, and I went ham. Because I enjoyed my biggest thing about it is I enjoyed the passiveness of it. Like when I'm doing something and all of that, it's like, I just enjoy the passiveness. I don't need to be watering the flower all day, so to speak. You know what I mean? I can put it on like a system. I have Arena on an alarm. I have a pre-alarm to the alarm in case, like I like to try to create some sort of structure in my day. Yeah. And I was able to wrap this thing into my day where it didn't consume a lot. The thing that consumed a lot of this game is not necessarily the game, but the Discord. Like that's what it was for me. I was getting into it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Get involved with the minifigure empire, and I'm getting to know the people there, and we're kind of kicking it and having laughs and all that stuff. So that's where I spent most of the time in the gameplay. But I went hard, and it was a good time. And
I can't blame you.
It has its ups and downs, as with everything else. And right now I think it's in a good state. I really like this space thing going on. Makes me happy.
Same.
Makes me happy. Hey, congrats on the seven banger on the Kartovsky.
Oh, Kartovsky. Thank you. I also unlocked Gorwell.
I had Kartovsky at 5 forever. He's still at 5, but I think the idea is to 7-star. I mean, I think he's got a lot of juice. There's a lot of juice.
I mean, I'm having a blast with these like ninja teams. Like I can literally just go in and just shut it down.
Yeah.
Great. He's not the fastest of them, but I mean, even if it's, 1 or 2, turns into it, to just be able to, just, all right, no more hide, no more stealth, just gone.
Yeah. Well, all right. I am going to be a slug at getting this list. You got to understand, I'm like granddad's. The way that I actually sent you the list before,
right?
I had to like edit it into a thing. I don't know, like this.
Gotcha. So if you want to send me, any additions that you have, I can pull those and just add them in.
You see, I don't know if there's actually any additions.
Okay.
I can't read it off of here. So what
I've got the top and bottom for Bricksbird is Rocky and Alan. Do you have anything before or after that?
Yeah, I got to start a new one. I'm actually going to, just to make it easier so I don't look like too much of a potato on this thing, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to combine both of them between Brickdown, and it's not that many, but look, I'm a potato at this thing.
Hey,
do my thing.
A chance is a chance. That's all I got to say. So now as of this moment, anybody else could get in right now.
About to get locked up, boys.
We're at 690 current people on ours. And he's gonna send me the list. I'm not gonna. You'll see the number here in a moment. I'm gonna go into studio mode.
Hey, shout out to all the guys that popped up on the Brickdown in the past week.
That was awesome.
That was incredible. We ended up hitting it.
It's so exciting. I'm so happy.
So that episode with Bricko, did you guys watch that episode?
I watched it after the fact. It was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, look, Bricko's a all around gem of a human being. You know.
Yeah, we had him on the show, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the things that are happening for him and his channel and the way that things are moving for him. That's awesome.
Look, he's working hard. He's putting in the time. He's putting in the work. He's putting in the effort. He's appealing, like very appealing. Like, you know, when he did that video with the trailer on the Skywalker game, I mean, it was incredible. I thought I was the first person that saw it, and I immediately went to I'm sorry, I have to edit all these things. I immediately went to all the Discords I possibly, like anyone that would listen to me, and I posted it on there. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, I don't know if you guys saw
I did.
It was better than the trailer. It was better than the trailer. I think.
Absolutely.
not to dirt the trailer, but you know.
But it was cool to like see, like you could tell how much effort he put into it, one. And two, it was cool to like see like a real breakdown of it, and you got to see absolutely everything instead of you know, because you watch the trailers and then you miss stuff, and even if you watch it a couple times, you don't ever really see all of it. So it was a neat way to kind of take you through the entire trailer and make sure nobody missed anything.
Yeah, I like Bricko. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Shout out to Bricko.
Shout out to Bricko.
Exactly.
Oh man. I'm sorry. Basically what it is I copy and I paste the public subs that we have, and there's like all the pictures and all the nonsense, and I'm just trying to put this thing into a excuse me.
Absolutely fine. Actually, you're on Mac though, aren't you?
I'm sorry?
You're on Mac?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say you could just post it into Notepad, but Mac Notepad is so advanced. By the way, for those waiting, I'm gonna take off the tensegrity. I said it. That is what you guys are waiting to win. Well, no, I'm sorry.
You can get it on the cheap. I'll tell you that.
Transition.
I mean, if you were to.
There you go. Right now, you're seeing how I'm setting up. I've got the random number generator right down there below Bricksbird. You're seeing the set that people will be winning. Now, once again, we're going to explain that this set has been put together, but it's to show what it is. It's then been taken apart, put back into bags, and the box has been flattened. This will ship for free to anywhere in the world. In the world, as long as USPS can deliver to it.
Yeah, if you're affected by the thing going on right now, and your post office is being as much of a potato as I am with.
I love how you call everything potato.
It's gonna be an issue. So by all means, and also there is a possibility, since there's just, you guys have an incredible amount of people on this list, there is a possibility that it's not going to get claimed. So if it doesn't get claimed the first time, I mean, we're doing 48 hours, just claim it. There has to be a verification. So hit us up through the source that, you know, when
we'll see who it lands on, and it'll be the follower subscriber of that specific page that will reach out. So yeah,
I'm almost done. I'm so sorry. There's actually a lot more than I thought there
Hi,
were.
Majestic6. Thank you for redeeming your hello on Twitch. All right. I am currently coloring all of the entries for Twitch. I'm going to color those yellow on my spreadsheet so we can quickly figure out who has to do the reach out here.
Oh, so yeah.
On Twitch, when you are like an affiliate, you can have these things called channel points, and viewers are rewarded for like watching. and you can set different like redeemable like prizes. So one of ours is, you know, if you redeem 200 of the like escape pods, you get to highlight your message in chat. So like hi and it's like highlighted purple.
You guys have a lot of supporters. I mean, shout out to you guys. You guys been at it for like what, a year, 2 years?
Almost 2 years as the Escape Pod cast. Castaways have been around for just about a year.
Yeah, and you guys have a loyal following. I mean, I saw the beginning of this thing.
All of our followers are great.
Yeah, it's incredible. You know, the internet, like, you know, shame on me. I wish I got involved in this kind of thing like earlier. Obviously, the technology has been much better since when I was in my early 20s or however old people are. I'm an old man, my bad. But you know, it's incredible, this whole thing. I mean, now I'm actually just trying to delete all the spaces. I'm almost done, guys.
So while you're doing that, what do you want to see? What would you like to see come to this game?
You see, I don't know much about mobile gaming, like especially in this type of a genre. Like I've played different mobile gamings before. I'm happy to see what just happened with the booster pack. I think the booster pack really nailed a lot of things right on the head for me. I think it did it for a lot of people too. And I think it did it for the game because overall, you know, I think it would be better to try to get 10 from 80% of your player base versus 100 from 5% of your player base. You know what I mean? So I think that's a good move, and especially other mobile games and things like that. And I think that has a lot of value because right now, currently, you don't have a lot of things. You don't know where to go. Like where I am in my gameplay is I've just been leveling up pirates. You don't really know where to go. So if you just are, I mean, you call it hoarding or whatever, but if you're just able to hoard and get a little boost on your hoard, when it comes time to decision time, you got a little ammunition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
So,
I mean, and that's what I did with like ability materials coming into the space event. Like I hoarded my ability materials and like I was able to kind of, I mean, Kartovsky's fully maxed for me at this point. Like he's year 6, his abilities are done, and that kind of stuff. And it afforded me the ability to kind of do that.
How sweet is that? Where you could just like
shut down.
Yeah.
It's
you just pop a guy and you set it and forget it. You remember Ron Popeil? You just set it and forget it. You got all the juice, all the basty. I just got you the list. I'm curious to see how many people is on this list. I think your Excel spreadsheet might show it.
I will be able to tell you that in just a moment.
I compiled them together just because.
No, that's perfect.
You know,
that's perfect. I'm copying.
Hey, shout out to all the subs and shout out really to the Brickdown. The Brickdown, hit 100. We going into this, we never really even cared. We don't care. I mean, the only reason why I care is because I'm trying to build this little channel on just strict Lego outside of the thing of that. And I was really inspired to do that just by hanging out with you guys, playing this game, hanging out with Vintage, putting on a little the podcast thing. We've had our ups and downs and just learning. This entire thing is just like learning, and it's really cool to me. I mean, it's cool to me.
There we go. I was able to get it in.
All right.
Let's see here. I'm gonna color yours blue.
I'm gonna pull it.
All right. You go from 692 to 753. So very, very respectable public following list.
How many is that?
All right. What I'm gonna do. I am also going to add this browser. I'm going to call it
I'm
list.
excited. You got a profesh with the I like this thing you have here, this little box with the thing. You see, you guys really know what you're doing, you know?
Paul really knows what he's doing.
Hey, look, I mean, if you're learning it too, because you just got a little fancy schmancy little computer thingamajigger too, you know? So,
I did, yeah.
You know, things are about to get hype out here. You know, it's the journey.
I've been streaming a couple times, so it's been good.
It's fun. I mean, look, you can't expect greatness from day one, you know? It's the same thing with this Bricklink store. You have to start. The big thing with anything, if you want to do anything, in your life, and this goes, I don't want to get crazy philosophical or anything crazy, but your mind does everything. Your mind tells you what you can and can't do. Your body, you wake up, if you want to do push-up, you could do anything. And if you just start, that's really what it is. You just have to start. It doesn't matter what it is. You just have to start. And if something is setting you back, you have to try to get that.
I've put the list
aside and just start
above the Bespin Duel. I'm scrolling through the list. I'm showing you guys. Here is the list from number 2 right up on top. I'm scrolling down the list. Down the list. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom and get you the number.
Can you save that list for me and send it to me in the file?
I will absolutely save and send.
I'm gonna probably frame it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna probably print it and frame it. You know, this has been a blast for me because
753 is the last last entry.
And you guys were heavy on that meter, right? Very heavy.
Yeah. So I have, as you see down there, you're seeing me do this live. A number from 2 to 753, and that's because the first line is number 2 right here. You're seeing it on the screen, all the way down to the last line, 753. All right. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to hit this button right here that says generate.
Hang on. We should do it on the third time. So
generate.
Yep.
2 generate.
Yep.
And then the third
I'm going to give an example. This is not the winner. This is
an example. This is not the real thing.
This is not the winner. I hit the
this
generate
button. This is not the
button.
real thing. I'm sorry if this is
get a number. I'm not going to go look up who that is.
Yeah.
I'm just showing you that 475 was just chosen.
Ooh,
I'm going to hit the button again. This is number 2. For example, number 63, a recent follower, could have just won.
Oh, sorry. Oh man, we're just hyping you guys up now.
Now
it's gonna be on the third one. I'm hyped up. I'm hyped up.
The next push gets the Bespin Duel set from Bricksbird. One more time, tell them before I hit this button. Tell them how to find you on the internet and what you do.
You can find me on bricksbird.com and I'm a Lego nerd.
You sell independent pieces.
Yeah. I sell Lego. I play with Lego, and it's just a phenomenal time.
All right. Are you ready for the official drawing?
Let's do it.
Okay. Before I do this, Llama, I'm sorry you can't win. If I pull your name, I have to.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I have another chance to win. So.
Oh yeah, there's a Patreon. Oh, one more thing. There is a Patreon. You can actually get one of these sealed.
Don't tell people about that. I want to keep my chances high.
Jeez. There's a Patreon. You can get one of these sealed. This is actually the used. I mean, it's not used. I built it, and basically, I'm going to rebox it.
It was the shelf display.
Yeah, it's. Look, I'm not playing with it. I'm not throwing it.
It was the built and dismantled shelf display.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
I take care of these things.
Okay. Here we go, guys. The official push. If it is me or if it's Llama, we're tossing it out the window. Anybody else, this is the official push. Here we go. Boom. Number 129.
129.
129. Here we go.
Who is it? Who is it?
129 is Brad 82727. They are a follower of this show.
Ooh,
on Twitch.
I told you. Awesome.
All right, so I am going to whisper to Brad 82727. He has 48 hours. If he does not respond by 8:45 Central Time on Saturday, Bricksbird, I want you to let me know. We'll do another poll as soon as I can go live, and we'll do another poll live for everybody. But this sheet is 100% saved as it is.
Congratulations, Brad 82727. I would love to know what that number comes from. If you just made it up, like just GMing it up.
Well, it is 5 numbers. It could be a zip code.
Yeah, I would I would love to know what that number's about. I'm always curious about people's numbers, like Cutie Pie 2322. You know what I mean? Like, what in the world is that number all about?
Look at this. Look at this. Down just below. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away from the Fancy Life winning this one.
He was so close. Can you take a screenshot of that and send it to him?
I took a screenshot of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and you know what's funny? The one above that is my brother. One above Fancy Life is my brother. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
So send me that screenshot. I want to send it to him and say you almost want a Lego set.
So just to let you know, this set is one of those things. It's an iconic set just in like Lego history, in just a couple reasons. One, because of all this stuff going on. This was supposed to be at a Lego Star Wars celebration event, and I think all of the stock was actually on the West Coast because anyway, so that wasn't able to happen. So Lego had it on their site and they had it on Target Red Card, which is one of those things, hate it or love it. You know, there's always this thing about the exclusives or whatever, but at the end of the day, I mean, Lego's got a job to do.
Now, if we do have to redraw, if you are not following at the time of the redraw, you are disqualified.
Ooh, bum bum bum.
So don't be like, oh man, I lost, and go away from Bricksbird and Brickdown, because there's still a chance for you to win.
Don't leave
Brad
me.
82727 does not respond.
Don't leave me. I'll work harder. I'll work harder.
All right, guys. That is going to do it for us today. We're going to go ahead and
Yo, congratulations. And if you don't hit it, I'm telling you, this thing's a big deal. So
any parting words before we wrap up the show today, Bricksbird?
No, it's been fun. It's been fun. You know, shout out to your audience. Hello. And keep on. You know, with all the things going on, you just gotta keep on. That's it.
All right. What about you, Llama? Any parting words?
No, just thank you to Bricksbird. It was an absolute blast. I mean, you know, we chat all the time on the service and stuff like that. Appreciate you, everything you do. And I would like this to close now so I can go buy a Tensegrity set at 25% off.
I'm going to be doing the same thing at bricksbird.com for 25% off until tomorrow morning.
I'm going to leave it up probably till tomorrow morning, yeah.
All right.
Good to go.
Guys, we will see you all later on. Please protect those around you. Wear a mask. Be nice to each other, damn it. And we'll see you next time for more Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed Escape Podcast next week. And we may have a headliner of a guest that week if what they said was true.
Oh, spicy.
We'll see.
He didn't allow me to put it in stone, but I mean, you were there. You saw it, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Spicy.
We'll see you guys next week. Be nice to each other, damn it. Llama, push the button.
Will do. Peace. Zoop.